Well, I think that Aramco still would like to see higher prices, but they're stuck in this dilemma where we have all these trade issues around the world that is depressing demand and hence depressing the price of oil. At the same time, when the OPEC and non-OPEC producers try to rein in production, that gives rise to higher prices, which allows the Permian oil producers to put out more production. So they're really kind of stuck waiting for demand around the world to pick up and soak up the surplus. And that's why I think you're seeing them give a date of 2020 or even 2021.
And if that's the kind of a backdrop, within which we are seeing this sort of an issuance coming to the markets, perhaps talking about a valuation of $2 trillion, do you think that it has potentially the risk of debasing the markets a whole lot, or not quite? Because from a timing perspective, many would say this perhaps is not the best time to hit the markets.
Well, I think it may not be the best time given where oil prices are, but then the question is, when would be a good time? And as prices continue to rise, you're going to see more oil production hit the market. What I do see Aramco doing is actually engaging in a strategy to spend their money in downstream assets, whether, as you mentioned, this Reliance equity interest, or they have equity interest in Malaysia and China, and they continue to expand with new projects in China, Korea, or even South Africa, because they want to have an outlet for their crude oil going forward.
Andy, I wanted to ask you about the dividend. And I think this is quite a contentious issue when it comes to Saudi Aramco. Obviously, the fact that it's paying a dividend means that it's essentially paying the Saudi royal family. The question is, and this was briefly addressed on the call, but certainly not answered, what happens when Saudi Aramco lists? What happens to the dividend then? Will it also be offered to normal investors?
Well, I think investors are going to be looking for a dividend, and especially when the Saudis feel the valuation of the company is near $2 trillion, and the market is seeing it at something less than that, especially if Aramco profitability, say this $46 billion, equates to about $100 billion every year. I think the investors want some payback for their investment. So I think that it's going to be a tough balance for Aramco to satisfy the investors. After all, when they do go public, they're going to be issuing documents, and the investors are going to expect a return on their investments.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.